Do you ever feel like you don't have enough time during the day to get everything done? Like your to-do list is a mile long and it just seems to keep getting longer? If so, you're not alone. Most of us are constantly racing against time to mark things off of your to-do list. But what if you could find a way to get more done in less time? What if you could outsource your work to a team of highly skilled freelancers who could help you get things done more efficiently, more quickly? That's where Fast Work comes in. Today, I'm very happy to be joined by Kun Nattawut, who's the CTO at Fast Work, who'll be sharing with us a little bit more about how they've successfully built one of the largest freelance marketplaces in Southeast Asia. Welcome again, Kun Nattawut.
Thank you for having me here.
Now, the gig economy has been growing particularly strongly over the last few years.
Yes.
If we take a look back to where Fast Work started in 2015, you were a little bit ahead of the trend.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit more about the journey that got you to where you are?
We start like in 2015, and at that time we have allowed just 7,000 freelancers. But nowadays we just reached 20,000 freelancers and providing over 100 of category of service to all of the customer. And just a couple of days ago, we just recently hit our 1 million user mark, and that is a great news for us.
Congratulations.
Thank you for that. So I think the landscape has changed a lot in terms of gig economy, or what we know as a freelancer. Now we start to see the macro trend shifting from the business side, and COVID-19 is definitely one of the catalysts that help pushing that toward the trend. So we start to see more and more business start utilizing freelancer instead of hiring a permanent, and that of course is how they could survive in the situation that is uncertainty and help their growth the business substantially. So that is the journey that we has been through, and nowadays is quite different from where we start. We start to have more and more SOP, policy and everything. We launch a program called Specialist, where each individual freelancer will have to go through a couple of tests in terms of technical and soft skill, and then we have a bunch of incubation to make sure that we can provide the curated service to all of our customers.
Can you maybe talk a little bit more about the specific pain points that you were trying to solve as a business?
Yeah, in the start of the company, we were just trying to make sure that we can allow everyone to do what they love in their life, right? But because we could see that right now, the money is always in the Bangkok, right? It's always pool, talent, and professional service right here in Bangkok. If someone would graduate, then they will look for the job in Bangkok. And that is where the problem is, right? Because their hometown, the urban area, they couldn't grow their business, because in order to grow the business, they need people, they need money. And that's where we want to solve the problem. Then of course they could work somewhere else, they could work at their hometown. Then they could spend their money over there. And that's where their business could grow. And we hope that this kind of ripple effect would help distribute the money, just not in Bangkok, but throughout Thailand.
Can you take us back to the beginning of our journey together and how your partnership started with us?
Yeah. I think it's very interesting because Fast Work is just a startup, and we start with just like 10 engineers or something like that. And it's hard for us to hire like DevOps, DBA, infrastructure team. So we were looking for something that, solid, reliable, intelligent, but yet it's simple enough for an ordinary engineer to work on and study by themselves.
So where do you see the future of the freelancer economy? So just looking forward a little bit.
Yeah, I think for us it's inevitable that the freelancing is coming and the trend is already shift, right? So even on the global scale, the MasterCard has predicted that by 2023 there will be like 120% in terms of freelancing. But for us, we see constant growth of GMV. So if we look back year on year, we will see like every 15 or 20% jump on each new quarter. So we definitely see that this is the growth that's going to grow continuously, and we hope that this will be something that achieve our goal that distribute the money throughout Thailand, not just in Bangkok, and that's where we can like change the country, change the economy, and give more opportunity to people in Thailand.
Lastly, I wanted to ask you about AI because everyone's talking about AI right now.
Buzzword.
What role do you see AI playing in how you work with your customers differently and how you work with freelancers differently?
AI has been buzzing around and people start to ask like, will we lose our job? Will they replace all of the human work, right? But at Fastwork, we don't see AI as a threat. Instead, we see it as something that's going to help enhance the experience and their working skill. So AI, especially generative AI, going to come into play, and where that freelancer and customer can have discussion more precise and going through the requirement more precise as well. So the result going to be more perfect for them, and both of them going to work more smoothly.
Those are some great examples of early starting points that we can already put into action to start to see impact from AI.
Sure, and definitely we would want to try ML on Google Cloud as well. That is one of the plans that we're trying to achieve this year as well.
Thank you again today for sharing your perspectives around particularly digital inclusion for all parts of the economy and all parts of Thailand, right? In addition to your journey so far. We're very happy to have you with us today.
Thank you for having me today too.
Thank you.
Thank you.